Good morning. Welcome to day 10, Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. It's decidedly warmer this morning than the past few days. I'm at 4,800 feet. Let's see. The boil situation. I've been keeping track of how many boils I'm getting out of my jet boil, my fuel canister. This is the start of day 10. I already boiled 2 coffees this morning. And I'm at 33 total for this fuel canister. And I probably have a couple more in there, so happy with that. Battery power, I've gone through 2 of the 10,000, whatever they are, milliamp battery banks. And I'm using a 20,000 right now, and I think I still have plenty of juice in that one. So yeah, for being out here 9 full days and starting day 10, that's pretty good. Sorry, I don't want my hand all over this. For water, I have about 5.5 miles till the next water source I'm going to go to. And even with having 2 coffees this morning and a coffee last night, I have 1.5 liters of filtered water and a little left over. So I'm in really good shape water-wise. Just have to do that long water carry. So that is this morning's update. I'm going to get things situated. It's about a little after 6 a.m. I've been waking up with daybreak, which is nice, so I can kind of watch the sky lighten up, and depending on where I'm at, maybe see the sun. Yeah, awesome morning. And we'll see how the knee felt pretty good, but I'm not really putting any weight on it. So once we get moving, we'll see how the knee feels and go from there. See you soon. All right, day 10. The sun has just come up over the hill over there. Awesome. Camp. This was a great campsite. We're all packed up. It is a super comfortable 50 degrees right now. Got the sunscreen on, the lip balm on. We're ready to go. Let's go. Fingers crossed that the knee, when I went to dig a hole, could feel it a little bit, but it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel worse. So we're going to give it a go and see how it feels down the trail. Pretty amazing. All right, been going for a little under an hour. Views have just been incredible this morning. This relatively early morning, like from 7 to 9, is turned out to be my favorite time of hiking for sure, out here in the desert anyway. So yeah, a little knee update. I think I'm just gonna like in my head go by percentages. So my right knee is 100%, super strong. I'd say the left knee is about 85% right now. And the only thing I gotta be mindful of is not taking any big down steps on the left knee. I don't think that would be pleasant, but minor discomfort, but not any aching pain or pain shooting anywhere else. But you know, you really gotta keep on top of that. I think there may be some vloggers or Instagrammers or whatever, they never really talk about, you know, the potential injuries or just the daily pains that you have when you're walking so many miles a day. So yeah, you just got to monitor it. You got to listen to your body. Sometimes I think like taking the ibuprofen. I can't take ibuprofen because I'm on a blood thinner, but I take Tylenol. I'd rather not take it so I can kind of really monitor how painful it is and if it's getting worse. So yeah, but I do have Tylenol if I need it, but I don't need it. Just got to be careful. I probably won't have any 3-mile-per-hour days anytime soon, but I am super happy with 1.5 to 2 mile per hour. So that's where we're at. Just enjoying the views. All right, we just passed the power lines and there was nice shade there. So if you're coming after me, do that extra 2 miles and it will be nice and shady for you. Lots of trees. So there you have it. Although the spot I was at was pretty nice as well. Taking a little break. Good news. Oh, gross. Good news. Finally done with the chocolate chip Cliff Bars. They were not my favorite, but I still had like 8 to get through. I didn't want to waste them. So now on to the peanut butter for the whole way to Canada. These are really good. I like these. So that road we just crossed was Highway 74, and that's the walk you do to Paradise Valley Cafe, which I'm skipping. I'm gonna get some more miles in so before I get to Idlewild. But about 3.5 miles to my last water source for the day. I'm not gonna bother with any of the springs that are off trail. So I'm gonna drink up and then load up on water soon. So this will be the lightest my pack will be all day for the next hour and a half or so. So I'm gonna enjoy that while I can. Just had a friendly chat with a Thru-Hiker northbound, but he was going southbound. He found his camping spot last night very cold, and I think he has decided to skip this section coming up because of the snow and the cold. You know, everyone does their hike a little differently. That's the cool thing about it. There's no one way to do it. So yeah, let's go to the cold. I'm all about that. I gotta say, the trail from my campsite past the highway and continuing has been very nice trail. Pretty much level, very easy grades. I'm noticing I do a lot of this. I gotta get the camera up higher, but it takes more energy to put my arm up here. But I'm working on it so you don't see like that. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of knee talk today, just because that's what's happening to my body today. So I think it's loosened up a bit, my left knee, and definitely, on the flat patches, I'd say my left knee is 100%. Going up, it's 90 to 95%. Going down for extended periods of time, especially when it's steeper, that's really when it's more like 80, and I gotta be mindful of that. So I still don't think it's anything major. Can always second guess decisions. Should I have hitched in from Highway 79 and taken an extra night in Idlewild? I may still do that, but I'll do it on the back end. I'd rather have these miles done if I'm not like creating any kind of serious injury, and I don't think I am, but you never know for sure, right? Everyone always says don't push too hard, and I don't feel like I am, but my knee is having some minor discomfort. So it's those kind of decisions out here that are really tricky, and maybe both decisions are okay, to stop or to push on. Either way, my knee's going to get a full day of rest, if not 2 full days of rest in a couple of days. So it wasn't swollen. In the tent I could like bend every which way, it was fine. So I think it's just some little pull. I don't know much about how the knee works. Thank goodness I never had any serious problems with it. I'd say from like my late teens to my early 40s, I was a big runner. Never long distance, but I would run 5 to 6 miles, 5 to 7 days a week. Just loved running. That distance was my sweet spot. And in my early 40s, I started noticing my left knee would act up. And I knew from other guys who were older than me that, you know, that running can cause some long-term damage and surgery, and I didn't want to deal with that. So that's pretty much around the same time I, one, discovered more hiking and backpacking. Keeping that arm up is tough. And two, just switching to a stationary bike. I didn't think I'd get the same kind of cardio with the stationary bike, but I figured it out. So this left knee has always been a little bit of an issue with a lot of use, but I've never had a problem with it backpacking long distances. So just gonna keep monitoring it and see how it is in a couple of days. See you at the water source. All right, here's our last good water source on the trail today, Canyon Streams. We're gonna load up here full 6 liters. I'm gonna drink up, load up, and yeah, slowly dwindle that down. I passed 2 thru-hikers who were filling up at the water source about a mile back, so I'm sure I'll see them. I'm gonna take a nice long break here, air out the feet, the whole 9 yards. All right, this ended up being a great water source. We will be carrying 6 liters of water. I was able to even soak the feet. There's a nice pool, plenty of water. So I'm gonna reapply sunscreen, lip balm, and then get moving. See you down the trail. Just had my first experience where double checking on far out if I was on the trail just saved me a lot of aggravation. It was like near an intersection. The trail was pretty overgrown, and there was some kind of old access road or dirt road, which was, you know, a good herd path. So I made the right when I should have made the left. But about 10 steps in, I become pretty good at any kind of fork. Just double checking on far out, making sure. And sure enough, I had gone the wrong way. So disaster averted. We finally gained a decent amount of elevation from where we filled up water. Trail is finally opening up a bit. So that's nice. Break time around 11 o'clock. Look at this view. Pretty good. Now we're getting some elevation. All right, we have been climbing. We're at 6,300 feet. If I get to the tent site I want to get to, it'll be at 7,000 feet. And the climbing, incidentally, has been great for my left knee. It's been 95%, almost no discomfort at all. So it's a gorgeous day up here. Nice little breeze. A big chunk of the trail has been pretty shady, so really enjoying it. Big views down there. I think the highway we crossed early this morning is down there in the valley. All right, found a little shady spot, taking my 1 o'clock break at 6,800 feet. Airing out the feet, having some water, having a little snack, and checking out this amazing view. And then the trail will keep going up that way. The tent site I'm hoping to stay at is 7 miles away. Mostly more climbing. There's going to be a little bit of down to a spring that's off the trail, and then climbing back up towards the tent site, which is 7 miles. So I'm hoping to get there today. We'll see. So far, I'm feeling pretty good to be able to make it. Big climb after the Cedar Spring junction. We're almost at 7,000 feet. Amazing. Views on both sides. We're all kind of a cool little ridge. Views behind me. Views over there. Views everywhere. Man, climb, climb, climb. But there's a nice breeze coming off, so it's not too bad. Drinking a bunch of water. We're good. All right, we went through a really thick, brushy blowdown section for about a quarter mile. Got to the Forbes Ranch junction, and now we've been climbing ever since, about a mile and a half to a potential camping. Relentless climbing. About a quarter mile from the tent site. I've been leapfrogging back and forth with another thru-hiker. He found a spot. I still got another quarter mile. The trail got super steep for a while because of blowdowns. It kind of disappeared, but we're back on it. But hey, look at this. The first real snow on the trail. All right, it's about 5 o'clock. The tent site I wanted to stay at, there's already some people there, so a little further north there's a little spot I can squeeze in at about 7,000 feet. So I'm going to get camp set up, probably do a little tailwind, and call it a day. Big day today. All right, it's almost 6 o'clock, Tuesday, April 16th. Big mileage day. I'll figure that out in a minute. But yeah, those last few miles, gaining all that elevation again, and then the trail kind of getting diverted from a tree fall and other things. I am beat, but I'm super stoked and super happy. I made my goal of where I wanted to camp in the general area. So finished up some tailwinds, so I'm getting a little energy back. Gonna have peak refuel. The good thing about most of the peak refuels is they only take a cup of water, as opposed to most of the other freeze-dried meal brands take more than that, up to 2 cups. So since I have limited water, just having to use 1 cup for that is good. Yeah, that's it for now. Check in with a little recap in a bit. All right, just had dinner. I'm beat. I just finished editing today's video, and I'm getting super excited to lay down and crash. See you in the morning.